coming up for the heart and mind is reframing our perspective on being lost. I was thinking about how when we feel like we are lost, or maybe we have found ourselves on what we have perceived as a detour, that um, nothing is actually lost, right? That when we find ourselves in a different chapter or a transition or not where we thought we would be, that there's something to be gained, actually, right? There is a reason that we found ourselves in this new space, in this new chapter. Um, and I think it is sometimes easy to get stuck in the this isn't what I expected, or this isn't what I thought I wanted, or this isn't where I thought I would be. Um, but recognizing that when we look back on our entire lives, there's a lot of moments when we weren't where we thought we were going to be at that time. And in hindsight, there's a reason that we were in that space. There is something that we needed to understand, or something we needed to find deeper connection with, or a lesson to be gained that serves us on the rest of the journey. So knowing that being lost is just a perspective that we get stuck in, but there's nothing ever being lost, right? We only have opportunity for gain. And so in our yoga practice, when we move across our yoga mats, seeing um, everything as opportunity, right? When we're in a forward fold and our initial thought is, oh my gosh, my hamstrings are so tight, there's an opportunity to create new space in the body that wasn't there before, to rediscover space or recreate space that maybe had been lost. And so seeing how this also applies to even just the physical practice that we experience when we are on our yoga mats and we're moving through difficult shapes or a challenging transition, that's all opportunity, really, just in a different package. So anyhow, I had a request yesterday in my class to do a class without external rotation. Um, Someone was like, we've done so much external rotation lately. I want to do something without external rotation. And so I was like, challenge accepted. We will do no external rotation. That being said, if your body, especially with the holidays, is like, I need external rotation through my hips, like feel free to throw in moments where you nurture that need. But we'll be doing a lot of like twisting, right? So focusing on squaring through the pelvis, twisting and rinsing and internal rotation. Yeah. Let's start in a seated meditation. Okay, just finding a grounding position for your sitting bones. Whether that's on a block for support or just on your yoga mat. You can have cross-legged seat or hero's pose as your foundation. And as you start to settle into your seat, just taking a couple tilts within your pelvis forwards and backwards, shifting from left to right, till you arrive at that sweet spot. And you feel the groundedness and the rootedness of your lower body. And an upward energetic lift through your heart and the crown of your head. As you start to deepen your breath, think about inhaling length and lift into your body. As you exhale, take a big shoulder shrug. Draw your shoulders up, back, collarbones open. Let's do two more like this. So a breath in to find lift and length, proud energy through the chest. And exhale, shoulder shrug, openness across your heart. One more time, breath in to grow a little bit taller, a little bit prouder. And exhale to find that shoulder shrug, opening your chest. And finding stillness within your body, take a deep breath in through your nose. Pausing at the top, hold your breath for a moment, maybe sip in a little extra air. And as you're ready, open mouth, exhale, release. Take two more like this. Deep breath in, feel the fullness of your inhale. At the top, find a pause. You might draw in a little bit more breath. And then cleansing, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Just one more time, deep, expansive inhale, full body breath in. The top, find a hold, find a pause. And then when you're ready, open mouth, exhale, release. And this time we'll seal the lips. Take an inhale through your nose. And then maintaining the seal in your lips, Ujjayi, exhale through your nose. As we shift into our Ujjayi pranayama, let's begin to shift slowly into our tabletop pose. So take your time to shift to all fours. Drawing your shoulders to stack right over your wrists and your hips to stack above your knees. So you create space across the hands, fingers spread nice and wide. Take your hips a little side to side. And with your next in-breath, start to find your cow pose. Invite your heart and tailbone to scoop tall to the ceiling. And with your exhale, press and round to find your cat pose. Feel your core engage as your front ribs draw in, shoulder blades spread wide. We'll take two more like this. Inhale, cow pose. And with your exhale, cat pose, press and curl. The last cycle, breath in, find that big lift of your heart and tailbone. You're pulling your rib cage forward as you press your sits bones back. Then exhale to press and curl, cat pose. Slight tuck of your chin, tuck of your tailbone. So we find our way through neutral in our tabletop. We're going to keep our hips nice and high. Anahatasana, your puppy pose. Walk your hands out in front of you, then dive forehead or chest down to the earth to create a big opening through your shoulders, prepping for your downward facing dog. As you energize along the lengths of your arms, think about allowing your sternum to drop a little bit closer to the earth. And then using your knees, think about your knees pressing down and forward to help encourage your sitting bones, your hip creases up and back. So lengthening through your side bodies, through your waistline, your torso, as you create space through your shoulders, your chest. When you're ready, go ahead and push the earth away. Strong core brings you back through your tabletop pose, all fours. We'll tuck through our toes with a big breath in. And then downward facing dog, push your hips up and back. As you arrive into your downward facing dog, we're going to do a slow pedal. So start by bending your right knee. Find length through your left leg. And as you reach your left heel in the direction of the earth, big push through your arms. Take a full breath here. And then go ahead and switch it out. Bend your left knee, find extension through your right leg. And as your right heel reaches to the earth, big push through your arms. And one full breath. And from here, softening through both your knees a little extra, big push of your arms, feel your hip creases pull up and back. And then maybe start to find some more extension through your legs. But be really curious with that place when your spine begins to round. So think, okay, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And then as you feel your spine start to lose its extension, pause there. So heels might be high, heels might be low, but again, first priority is that extension, our spinal extension from crown to tailbone. Length through your side bodies. Relax your head. Take one more breath here. And begin to take a little walk until you find your forward fold Uttanasana top of your yoga mat. And starting with bent knees, we're going to find that same slow pedal. So start to bend into your right knee, let your left leg lengthen for a full cycle of breath. We'll switch it out, bend into your left knee, right leg lengthens for a full breath. And soften through both of your knees a little extra. Let your head get really heavy, tailbone starts to go tall. Feeling the length at the backs of your legs. Just find that first point of resistance to your hamstrings. Feeling how you can create a big active hamstring stretch without having to straighten your legs. Now keeping that, inhale to your halfway lift. Think cow spine through your lower body. Can you energetically untuck your tailbone to the sky as you stretch forward through the crown of your head? Shoulders out of ears. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. We'll take an inhale to circle sweep all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in, reach to the ceiling. And on your exhale, hands to heart center, allow your eyes to close. Taking a moment here just to notice, to observe, get really heavy through the heels of your feet. And feel how that maybe invites your navel to pull closer to your spine. Length through your low back. And a slight tuck of your chin to lengthen through the nape of your neck. As you inhale, crown of the head lifts a little bit taller to the sky. As you exhale, just find softness through the muscles of your face. Next breath in, hands reach high again, Urdhva Hastasana. And your exhale, forward fold, maybe knees soften as you slowly hinge at your hips all the way to the earth. We'll take an inhale to lift up halfway. And as you exhale, start to find your high plank. Plant your hands and step your feet back. And this theme of getting really curious with just the foundational shapes that we take all the time. And you feel the fingers of your hands spread super wide and the pads of your fingers active and involved, right? Finger pads squeeze into the earth. And as you push through your hands, feel a sense of buoyancy at the back of your heart space. Can you also use that push of your hands to draw your front ribs to the back of your body and navel to spine? Moving your energy, your awareness down your body, feel your tailbone lengthen slightly towards your heels. Push your toes into the earth. Thighs are active. Breath is strong. And then listening to your own breath, when you breathe in, shift forward to your tippy toes. And then use your entire exhale to slowly lower to the earth. Can you keep that same front body engagement through your core, through your thighs, as your elbows slide straight back, maintaining distance between shoulders and ears as you lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, lengthen out each leg. So lift up your left leg and lengthen it out. And then lift up your right leg and lengthen it out. Once you have that, press your toenails into the earth to light up through your thighs, kneecaps float. So your tailbone tucks slightly towards your heels. And as you get heavy through your pelvis, navel pulls to spine, and then inhale to your low cobra from that foundation. As you exhale, think about pushing your fingertips into the earth. And then can you reach your elbows back into the midline? As you lengthen through the nape of your neck, find an extra inhale. Notice if you lost the engagement through your toenails, tops of your feet, re-engage. Thighs strong, navel to spine strong, glutes slightly active. And then exhale, let it go. We'll inhale to our low cobra again. Or if you'd like to, maybe using your hands to find your high cobra. Same engagement through the lower body, but just now a little bit of an activation for the upper half. Elbows are still bent. When you draw the rib cage forward and through, stretch your collarbones across your chest. Take one more inhale, crown of the head proud. And then exhale, let it go. Good, last round here is low cobra, high cobra, or maybe your upward facing dog. So using the power of your breath in, start to lift your chest. Okay? If you're finding your up dog, thighs are still strong. Collarbones still wide, but arms are long and your hips are lifted. Give your heart opening one extra breath in. And then downward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back. So you find your downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged. And then keep your right leg long and strong. As you exhale, flex your right heel and square through your hips. So right hip point, right knee, and right toes are all rotated down to the ground. Notice how that gives your left hamstring a deeper stretch. And keeping that squareness in your hips, hamstring curl your right heel to your right glute. So hips stay square. Right heel pulls to your seat. Right thigh bone lifts high as you take an inhale. And then bring your knee towards your nose as you exhale. We'll hold for a breath in and stay for a breath out. Three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg re-extends. Maintain the squareness in your pelvis. Then exit to step your right foot forward in between your hands. Rising to your fingertips just for a moment. Left knee is going to hover, cow lunge. Take a big breath in. Then as we exhale, we're going to step into a chair pose. Breath out, push through your right foot. Left foot steps forward, chair pose, Utkatasana. Big breath to lift through your heart and hands. And on your breath out, go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. Feel your weight heavy in your heels for a moment. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into your chair. We're going to get into a little bit of standing balance right away. Left foot will stay on the earth. Come to your right tippy toes. And as you press through your left heel, feel your left glute fire on a little bit extra. Big breath in. On your exhale, we're going to start to push the earth away and bring your right leg with you as you stand, breathing in to complete that transition. You're in a one-legged mountain pose. Using your breath out, can you drive your left foot into the earth a little bit stronger through all four corners so you really feel your left glute activate? Breath in, grow a little taller through heart and crown. And then this time as you breathe out, maybe keeping your gaze forward, twist your upper body to the right. Imagine you're squeezing a yoga block between your thighs. To challenge your balance, you might take your gaze to the right side of the room or even to the back, taking that twist all the way up through your cervical spine. One breath in, one exhale, feeling the energy through your left glute. Use an inhalation to come back to center to slowly unwind from the twist. On your exhale, high crescent lunge, take a giant step back with your right foot. And as your right toes land to the earth, hands find the sky, breath in. On exhale, we're going to twist to the left, open arm twist, spread your wings wide and bring your right knee to a hover at the same time. Good. Inhaling, high crescent lunge. As you find upward energy through your right knee, unwind from the twist, reach to the sky. We'll take that twice more. Breath out. You're going to spread your wings wide, twisting to the left, right knee dips low. On your inhale, high crescent, rise and unwind. Good. Last one like this. Exhale, twist to the left, right knee comes to a hover. And then inhale, high crescent, rise and reach tall. Exhale brings your hands down to the earth. Lengthen both of your legs for your hamstring stretch. Right heel can be high or reaching to the earth. And then if you'd like to find a twist here, right hand's going to stay on the ground, or maybe your right hand finds a yoga block, and then rotate your heart to the left, reaching left hand high, a revolved pyramid. It's strong through your legs. You can always use your left hand at your sacrum to feel the squareness of your pelvis. So oftentimes the right hip's actually sinking, so we want to make sure the right hip is buoyant. And then we're just twisting from the waistline. That'll help us get a little bit more into our upper back or thoracic spine. Take one more big breath in. On your exhale, low lunge, release. Bend your left knee, release your left hand to the earth. We'll step into our high plank position. Left foot slowly joins your right. Deep inhale to shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Think shoulders out of ears as you lower. Inhale to your heart opening. Light up your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your core will pike your pelvis to the sky. And as you find your downward facing dog, deep breath in, lifts your left leg to the ceiling, three-legged. Start with your left leg long. As you exhale, flex through your heels, square your left hip down to the earth. Squeeze energetically through your inner thighs to the midline of your body. See how that maybe lights up a deeper stretch through your IT bands, your outer legs. Keeping the squareness in your pelvis, find your hamstring curl, left heel pulls to your left glute. Think left thigh bone to the sky, big breath in, push through your arms. Head is relaxed on your exhale, knee to nose, push the earth away as you shift forward. We hold for inhale. Thigh high into your chest, front ribs in, navel to spine as you hold for exhale. And then three-legged dog, slowly lift your left leg up and back with your breath. Use that same core intention and energy to step your left foot forward, breath out. Rising to your fingertips, inhale to your cow lunge for a moment. Invite your heart forward and through. We exhale to our chair pose, push through your left foot, right foot to the front. Get low through your seat and then driving into the earth, Utkatasana, lift your heart and hands, nice big breath in. Maybe challenge your depth today as you exhale. Let your hands find heart center. So moving into second side, right foot is going to stay connected to your yoga mat. Begin to come to your left tippy toes. Now, for where we're headed, the reason on the first set I cued the exhale is the lift. That's going to become important. So we'll practice that again. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to bring your left leg with you to stand. Use your in-breath to continue that transition, growing tall through heart and crown. Breath out, can you press your right foot into the earth? So you're thinking about sending energy down through your right leg more than you need to just to be here in balance, just to stand. So you're pressing actively, intentionally through your right foot. Feel your right glute and your right inner thigh respond. Breath in, think length. On your exhale, keeping your gaze forward to start, maybe twist your upper body to the left. Feel this as a rinse and rotation through your center. Squeeze through your inner thighs, hips stay square. If you want to challenge your balance, you're turning your gaze to the left or over your left shoulder towards the back of the room. Maybe you notice your upper body twists a little bit deeper as your gaze rotates around. One more breath here, really trusting in the strength of your right leg, right inner thigh, right glute, extra active. And slow motion, start to unwind on your next breath in. Exhale, high crescent, take a giant step back with your left toes. Once your left toes arrive, inhale, reaches your hands to the sky. We're gonna open arm twist to the right, split your wings wide, left knee dips to a hover, dip and twist. Using your inhalation, high crescent, rise and unwind, square to front. Same thing, same direction, exhale, dip and twist to the right. Drive through your right heel, your left toes. High crescent, inhale, rise and unwind. Last one, exhale, dip and twist. Inhale, high crescent. Breath out, hands come down to the earth. Find your hamstring stretch, find extension through both of your legs. And as you find length through your legs, again, if you wanted to add in your revolved pyramid, your twist, left hand's gonna stay low to either the earth or a block, and then begin to reach your right hand to the sky. Or option to use your right hand as a tool, bringing right hand to your sacrum, your low back. Good. Think cow spine, can we untuck tailbone to sky? Breathe your heart forward, breath out as your twist. Of one more cycle of breath here, press energy through the four corners of your right foot. Squeeze your inner thighs. As you release your low lunge, bend your right knee, release the twist if you have it. High plank, right foot meets your left. And we inhale to slide forward, maintaining distance between shoulders and ears, strength through the front line. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Are your thighs still active as you lower? Are your thighs active as you find your heart opening and lift? And then downward facing dog, hips go up and back. So you can inhale through the nose, fill up to the top. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. Moving into our next layer, we're gonna kind of add on to this foundation we've created. So an in-breath sends your right leg to the sky. Hips are square, exhale, hamstring curl, right heel to your seat. Take a breath in, right thigh bone lifts up. Breath out is right knee to your nose, shift forward. You can hold here or keeping your shoulders over your wrists, navel to spine would be a one-legged plank. Take a breath in, press your right heel to the back of the room. Left thigh is super active. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog, reach your right leg high as you take an inhale. Step your right foot forward with your exhale. Just for your breath in, cow lunge, left knee sinks to hover, take your time. On your breath out, chair pose, left foot steps forward to the front. Get low through your seat first and then driving through your feet, big breath in, reach through your fingertips. On breath out, hands find heart center. Okay, so left foot's gonna stay on the ground, right tippy toes. This is our home base, yeah? So we're gonna take a big breath in. On your exhale, you're going to rise with your right knee and twist to the right away. As you inhale back to home base, sinking into your chair, right tippy toes tap the ground. We'll go twice more. Exhale, pushing through your left foot, right leg lifts, twist to the right. Inhale, right tippy toe chair. This last time we're gonna stay high. As you exhale, push, right leg comes with you, twist to the right and pause. Maybe spread your wings this time. You also have the option to lengthen your right leg forward to the front. Feel your quad fire up, take a big breath in. Now your right hand's reaching back. Your right hand's gonna continue to reach back. We're going airplane pose, maybe a micro bend through your left knee as you slowly fly into your airplane. Finding the squareness in your hips, squeeze through your inner thighs. Feel that space between shoulders and ears. You can even do a little shoulder shrug to help open across your chest. Full breath in. High crescent lunge, we exhale right tippy toes to the earth. Using your inhalation, stretch your fingertips tall to the sky. We'll twist to the left, open arm twist to the left, right knee dips to a hover. Twice more, just like we did before. Inhale, high lunge, rise and unwind. Exhale, dip and twist to your left. Inhale, high crescent, push the earth away to rise. Last one, dip and twist to your left. Pausing here, super strong through your legs. Can you fire on your right glute as well? Maybe add an exalt. Reach your right hand to the sky. Left hand can go to low back or float in space or right hamstring, wherever you want your left hand. Think about lifting up and out of your pelvis, big breath in. Low lunge, we're gonna windmill our hands down to the earth. Lengthen both your legs, hamstring stretch. Invitation to add in the twist, left hand to the sky. Now this time around, you can have your right heel high, so this revolved pyramid, or if you wanted to, you could have your right heel grounded, so your right toes would turn to the right slightly, your right heel is grounded, so your revolved triangle. Four corners of the right foot are planted to the earth, so you have triangle legs, but you're twisting. And from whatever shape you've chosen, take one more big breath in. On exhale, we meet in a low lunge, so right heel is gonna lift, left knee bends, hands to the ground. Okay, we have a fun little add-on here. Pushing the earth away, we go side plank to face the left side of the room. So side plank to the left. Your right hand is your base. Step your left foot back and reach your left hand high. Push the earth away, hips lift, take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand's gonna thread underneath you. Press and lift your hips as you reach with your left fingertips. Inhale, side plank, left hand lifts high. Listen, we're gonna go exhale to a forearm side plank to face the opposite side of the room. So slowly, you're gonna bring your left forearm down to the earth. Turn your toes to the right side of the room as you reach your right hand high. Forearm side plank, you're facing the right side. Push the earth away, hips lifted, take an inhale. Right hand's gonna thread underneath your left ribs as you exhale, cinch up through your left obliques. Breath in, or reach your right hand to the ceiling as you unwind. Now big push as you exhale, it's a high plank, right hand's coming to the earth. Push, left hand to the earth, high plank. Breath in, shift forward to your tippy toes. Breath out is either chaturanga or downward facing dog, you decide. Good, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Once you arrive, breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Finding your way through second side, strong intention through your arms, your hands. Core is active, then inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, keeping your hips square, bend your left heel to your seat for that hamstring curl. Take a breath in, left thigh bone lifts up. Breath out is knee to nose, shift forward. Hold or one-legged plank as you take an inhale. Right quad, right thigh is so strong. Knee to nose on your exhale, draw your thigh back in. Three-legged dog from your center with your in-breath, left leg lifts. As you breathe out, place your left foot forward to the front. Right knee hovers, cow lunge, full inhale. From the power of your left leg and core, chair pose, exhale, push. Right foot arrives to the top, get low through your booty. Then inhale, lift through your heart and hands. Breath out, hands to heart center. Maybe scoot your sits bones a little bit further back in space. Right foot's gonna be your base this time. Start to come to left tippy toes. Remember, this is our home base. Take an inhale. On exhale, you're gonna rise and twist to the left. Left knee comes with you. You can always keep your left tippy toes on the ground and just lengthen up. Inhale back to home base, left tippy toe chair. Exhale, rise to the left. So if you want an example of what that looks like, left tippy toes are on the ground. I'm just gonna lengthen my right leg and grow tall as I twist to the left. Good, back to our left tippy toe chair. One more time, get low, take a breath in. Exhale, rise, twist to the left. Maybe left knee is lifting. Maybe you have your left tippy toes on the ground still. You might start to spread your wings open as you pull navel to spine. Inner thighs active. Right foot accessing inner right thigh and right glute. Perhaps your left leg lengthens forward. Press through your heel, feel your quad fire on. Take a breath in. Airplane pose, maybe a micro bend through your right knee, your left hand's continuing to reach back. Just gonna send your left leg and your right arm back as well. Airplane pose. Finding squareness through your hips. Maybe a little shoulder shrug to encourage your collarbones to stretch wide across your heart. One more big breath in, building endurance through your strong right leg. Exhale begins your step to your high crescent. Place your left toes back. Go slow. Reach back, back, back. As your left toes land, inhale, reach high. Open arm twist to the right. Dip your left knee to a hover. Breath out. High crescent, root to rise. Unwind with your inhale. Twice more. Exhale to the right. Left knee dips to a hover. Inhale, high crescent, unwind, reach tall. Last one. This time we're going to hold. Exhale, dip and twist and pause. And you feel both of your glutes active. That's going to help with the squareness of your pelvis. Maybe adding in your exalted crescent, left hand scoops up. You can choose where your right hand is in space. Take a big breath in. Exhale, windmill down into your low lunge, lengthening both of your legs as you go. You're in your pyramid, your hamstring stretch. If you'd like to add in the twist, right hand's gonna reach up. If you wanted your revolved triangle, your left toes are gonna turn to the left a little bit until your left heel lands. You can always adjust where your feet are. The left toes are rotated towards the front left corner of your yoga mat. The four corners of your left foot are planted. Right foot is rooted. Both legs are strong and you're rinsing through your waistline. One more big breath in. So exhale, we'll find our low lunge, spinning onto your left toes. Release the twist and bend into your right knee. We have our little side plank adventure. Hands press the earth away. Returning open to the right. So side plank, step your right foot back. Reach your right hand high. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, thread right hand underneath your left ribs. Reach, lift, squeeze. Inhale, right hand to the sky, side plank. Slow and strong, stabilizing through your center. Forearm side plank to face the opposite side of the room. Core is strong. Slowly bring your right forearm to the earth. Windshield wiper your toes all the way to the left as you reach your left hand high. Big breath in. Maybe thread your needle here. Left hand reaches underneath your right ribs. Inhale, left hand to the sky as you unwind. Big push. Exhale, high plank. Strong through your center. Push into your left hand as you spin onto your toes. Push onto your right hand. Nice. Inhale, shift forward. You decide chaturanga or down dog as you exhale. So whatever you need in this moment. We'll meet back in our downward facing dog. And then child's pose. Let your knees go nice and wide. Big toes come to touch. Let your hips melt to your heels. Forehead sinks to the earth. Take a breath in. Maybe an open mouth exhale out. And 2 more mindful breaths. And maybe inhale through your nose. And maybe open mouth exhale to let go. Taking this last cycle of breath just at your own pace. Feeling the pulse of your heart. The movement of your breath entering and exiting your lungs. And then we'll meet in a seat when you're ready. Bring your legs out in front of you. We're going to take a reverse tabletop variation. So we'll be taking a reverse tabletop. You'll have the option to do a figure four. So this is where we do have external rotation. Figure four within your reverse tabletop. When we get to that moment, just listen, because I know that for some bodies, reverse tabletop is a lot on the wrists. So when we add in the figure four component, if you're choosing to do so, if it feels like it's too much on your wrists, bring your booty to the earth and you'll just be in this nice seated figure four. Really good, nice hip stretch here, right? So just make sure you're listening to your body, especially your joints. We'll start with our knees bent, hands stacked beneath your shoulders, fingertips facing forward. Spread your collarbones open. You can always just be here and lift your chest. Or if you'd like to find your full reverse tabletop, press your feet on your in-breath. And on exhale, lift your hips. If you're choosing to add in the figure four variation, get strong through your left foot. You can always walk your feet a little closer together. Strong through your belly. Right ankle is going to stack on your left thigh. Now flex your right ankle. Think about pressing your outer right ankle into the top of your left thigh. Hips can be lifted. You can also think about moving your hips forwards, backwards, up, down. So just exploring the space. And if this is feeling like a little much on your wrists, you can always bring your booty all the way down. Seated figure four. And if you are ready to switch it out, place your right foot to the earth. Left ankle figure four is on top. Flex your ankle. And your pressing ankle into thigh. Hips can be lifted. You can shift forwards and backwards. You can sink your hips more towards a hover and shift forwards and backwards. Again, you're just exploring this space. Again, if your wrists need a break, booty to the earth. Take one more round of breath. And we'll all bring booty to the earth, both feet to the ground. Might lift up to your fingertips just to give your wrists a little break, and then windshield wiper your legs side to side. Okay, we're gonna do a little core moment to bring us to the back body. Feel free to say no thank you, otherwise. Starting with our heel anchors, knees bent, heels flexed into the earth. We'll sit up tall and reach up tall. Take a nice big breath in. Letting up your front line, front ribs, knit, navel to spine. As you exhale, start to hinge back, maybe 1/3 or halfway. Let your hands reach out in front of you. Okay, plug your upper arm bones into your body so your shoulders are out of your ears. Your chest is proud. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So just taking this platter, this imaginary platter, we're going to rotate to the left. Pausing here for a breath. Front ribs knit. Can you push through your left heel? Zip left ribs towards left hip bone. Really feel your left oblique fire. On your next inhale, bring it to center. And then exhale to the right. So this first round, we're just trying to light up our oblique muscles. As you hold here for a breath, again, you're kind of finding that little crunch, that zipping up of ribs to hip bone. Right heel is pressing down to facilitate and dragging towards you. Okay, we'll inhale to the center line. As we exhale, this time, just take your left arm back in space, open arm twist. Maybe look back to your left fingertips. Front ribs draw in, left heel is extra anchored. Take an inhale. Stay as you exhale. Inhale through center, both hands go forward. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, right hand sweeps back. Maybe look towards your right fingertips, the right heel is rooted, front ribs knit as you take a breath. Then inhale to your center. As you exhale, slowly start to lower all the way down. Maybe adjusting your feet. Whenever you get to the earth, take a full body stretch. Deep inhale to reach. An open mouth exhale, let the breath go. Please gather both your knees into your chest. Find any movement here, or find stillness if that feels most grounding, most supportive in this moment. Just having a dialogue between you and your body as you take a breath. And then knees to chest, deep breath in, maybe curl forehead up towards your knees, tucking through your chin, shoulders out of ears. And as you exhale, head and shoulders drop back. Gentle twist knees to your left. You might tip your chin towards your right shoulder, taking that twist up the entire length of your spine. Then find 2 rounds of breath. When you're ready, your third inhale brings your knees back to center. Maybe as you exhale, you curl forehead or nose up to knees, and maintaining that space between shoulders and ears. Take a nice big breath in. On exhale, head and shoulders release back. Gentle twist knees to your right. Maybe tip your chin to the left. As you sink in, take 2 rounds of breath. No rush at all, but as you feel complete in your twist, you'll breathe your knees to center once again, maybe one more time, nose to knees. And as you exhale, head and shoulders drop back, we're going to set up for a butterfly bridge pose. So set up first just like you're going to your regular butterfly Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet will come together, knees go wide. You can always stay here if this feels nice in your body. Otherwise, you're going to press to the soles of your feet, press the outside edges, the pinky edges of your feet into the earth, taking a breath in. As you light up your core, your glutes, you're going to lift your hips up. Doesn't have to be high, so maybe this is just 2 inches, right? But you're lighting up your seat. Right? Big external rotation, balancing out all the internal rotation and squareness in our hips that we are exploring throughout our practice, finding that counterbalance here. You should feel a big engagement through your outer glutes, glute med. Okay, maybe some inner thigh energy as you press the soles of your feet together. You can experiment with lifting your hips a little bit higher as you take one more round of breath here. When you're ready to release, just let your pelvis sink down to the earth. Letting go of all the engagement, Supta Baddha Konasana, just let yourself melt into your butterfly for a moment. Feel your thigh bones, your knees heavy in the direction of the earth. Gravity like a blanket across your body. As always, if you'd like to stay and linger here, feel free to stay in your butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Otherwise, we're going to go into a final inversion. We'll take a little moment in our fish pose, and then we'll be in our Shavasana. So reaching down to your outer thighs, if you'd like to come along, we'll draw knees into the chest again. And then send your legs up to the sky. And to start with a breath here, just your legs up pose. And that waterfall of energy trickle down away from your toes. Hips heavy, head and shoulders heavy. If this feels like where you'd like to stay, maybe you stay. Otherwise, using your triceps, the backs of your arms on the earth, a little bit of momentum and core energy. Boost your hips up, finding your shoulder stand. You might also take a few breaths in plow pose. Starting in our shoulder stand, at least for a breath. And then if you wanted to go to your plow pose or ear pinning pose, sending your toes towards the earth overhead. Or you could also bend your knees and frame your face with your knees. And if you're in a plow or shoulder stand, right, no rush at all. Make sure you take your time on the exit. Go really slow. Let your knees soften. Core support. So we'll roll out into our fish pose. Your legs go forward. You'll be landing with your elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms press into the earth. As you push through your forearms, feel your shoulder blades boost your heart up to the sky. Chin to the ceiling. Maybe let your head fall back if that feels okay for your body. At least 2 to 3 breaths. Full inhale into that openness of your front line. Slow exhale. As you feel complete in your fish pose, just slowly melt your elbows wide, resting to your back body. Maybe take a full body stretch as you inhale. We'll be making our way into Shavasana with exhale. If there's a final shape or movement that your body is craving, feel free to add that in before you settle into stillness. Otherwise, take a moment to walk your arms and your legs wide. Really allow yourself to take up space. As you start to sink into the support of the earth, as your eyes drop shut, and trusting that nothing is ever lost. Every moment of our lives is opportunity for deeper understanding, for heightening our awareness, to notice more, to learn more, to capture those little lessons that come in each moment. So as you settle into stillness, as you just witness and observe body, breath, heart, mind, allowing ourselves to remain open to whatever the practice is choosing to reveal to us today. And if it would feel good to take maybe a cleansing breath, one final cleansing breath here, take a deep inhale through your nose. And then open mouth exhale, just let that breath go. Notice if your attention has drifted away from the present, away from body, breath, this moment right here, right now. As you gently guide your focus back to your body, back to your breath, just witnessing your practice, right? Still lingering in your body, that reverb of the effort, the ease, this time that you took out of your day to be in deep connection with you. Just feeling that lingering within your muscles, your bones, your heart, your mind. And taking this energy with you into the rest of your day. If you'd like to bring maybe one or both hands to your heart as we close practice, feel free to gather your hands to your heart center. With gratitude for the energetic shift that this practice offers to us, gratitude for our bodies and our breath. Right, we take a deep inhale together, fill your lungs to the top. Whenever you're ready, open mouth, exhale, let it go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May our practices always serve as our teachers, aiding us to live with greater authenticity and to love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here, for waking up, spending this time on your yoga mat, and namaste.